What's up, guys? We are back once again, and we are going to be doing another movie review today. Now, today we're going to be talking about the movie Smile that's in theaters right now. So, again, if you guys have seen it, okay, great. If you have not, then I do recommend you click off the video, or if you don't mind spoilers, or you just really don't care, then let me know your thoughts about the movie either way down in the comments down below. I watched the movie and I had mixed feelings about this film. It was, I wouldn't say a bad film, but I wouldn't say it was a great film either, because there was a lot of Easter eggs in here to where it made you kind of feel that it was going in one direction, and then it made you feel like it was going in another direction. And when I say that, I mean to the point of the whole entire story is based around this character by the name of, I think it was Dr. Ann. I think what was her name? Not Ann. Guys, I'm having a blank right now of the name. Man, it's gonna bug me. But I know the lead character, which is really cool though, the actress is Kevin Bacon's daughter. So that's really interesting because I never knew that his daughter was an actor. That's how much I guess out of loop I am. Now, she plays Rose. She is a doctor in the mental field. Now, she is engaged to Trevor, played by Jesse T. Usher, who, if you guys know him, probably on The Boys is A-Train. I'm not the biggest fan of him. I think, he did decent in this film. He pretty much had like 5 scenes in this film. And we also have Kyle Gallner. Now, he has, who plays Joel, her ex. Now, he does play a cop. Now, what's really interesting about him is he has a lot of, I would say, more of the horror movie-esque type of experience, only because of him being in Jennifer's Body, the new Nightmare on Elm Street, and so on and so forth. So, overall of this film, we have where Rose has a type of a patient that tries to help her, and she gets a weird request like, hey, I need help. And when she does, this patient is saying that something is following her, something is trying to kill her. And when this happens, she freaks out, and all of a sudden she's smiling, and then she kills herself in front of Rose, and Rose starts seeing the things that she has. And it was kind of weird because in the entirety of this film, you're trying to figure out what is causing the spread of this curse, what is causing the spread of this virus, I guess you'd say. And it's almost like, I would say, like a Freddy Krueger type of thing, because what we find out later on in the movie is the way this happens is if someone that has this kills himself in front of you, no matter where you are, no matter where it happens, this thing that you were trying to battle for however many days finally takes a hold of you. What it does is it spreads. It terrorizes you for about, I would say, almost a week if you last that long without doing something to yourself, and then they finally kill themselves after this essence, this entity has taken a hold of you, and it spreads onto itself and another person. It just goes on and on and on. And Rose is fighting this, and she's trying to get help. Everybody thinks she's crazy, and her family won't believe her. It really messes her up. It really messes up her mind with her sister and her nephew and her fiance and her work. Everyone thinks she loses her mind, and she's really not. She's trying to figure out a way to survive, because she finds out from a local source of her ex-boyfriend that she finds out that someone else had this issue, and he actually killed someone so he could give it to somebody else that witnessed it. And that's the way this works, is that if you kill someone, then it will spread its essence to somebody else, which is really weird. So it can literally be someone that I know or you know. It could be someone that you know personally, and it could not be that person. Like, there's a scene where she sees her therapist outside because she went to therapy, because we later find out that Rose had issues with her mother, because her mother died right in front of her and died right in her house. So there's a reason why she became someone within the mental ward to try to help people with mental issues and mental illness. So again, throughout the entirety of this film, we're like, okay, what is the connection? What are the connections that we're seeing? And what we see is she really does try to help, but at the same time, we see in this one scene where it just freaks her out, because she even thinks she's going to talk to her sister, and her sister's head just kind of lunges down and kind of does some type of weird, crazy stuff that's in front of her. I would say in front of her window. And then there's another scene where she tries to talk to her therapist, lets her therapist in, has a normal conversation, and then her phone rings and her therapist is like, "Are you going to get that?" And she says, "Okay." So she picks it up, and it's actually her therapist on the phone, her real life therapist on the phone, and she's looking at this entity that's right in front of her that is really playing mind games with her. She can't, differentiate what is reality and what is in her mind, and that is the main thing in this film that really plays with you, is we don't know what is real and what's not. And I really like how they did that, because you really don't know what's real and what's not. And at the very end of the film, we see where she tries to take matters in her own hands and tries to isolate herself from the world, and she tries to kill it, and she almost does kill it, but at the very end it does not work, and she ends up killing herself, and she ends up spreading to her ex-boyfriend at the very end of the film. So overall, it was an interesting film. I don't think that it was probably the best film. It's one of those films, it's really one of those, it was going in a decent direction, but also I'm not sure exactly what the whole I'm not sure how many writers was on this either. I think there was probably a couple writers on this where they want to go one way and have it go another way. And where does this come from? There was no explanation of where this comes from, and that left a lot of people, I probably included myself, of wondering what exactly is the purpose of this curse, what is the purpose of this entity, other than just to spread fear and just pretty much kill people after they terrorize them for however many days. It's almost, like I said, almost like a Freddy Krueger syndrome in a way. So that's the best way I know how to describe it. But overall, would I watch this film again? Probably, if I didn't miss anything. But overall, I would suggest it to go check it out, to give it a chance. But overall, what was your overall thoughts? Let me know down in the comments down below. If you guys are new to the channel, consider about subscribing. Leave a big fat like on the video. It helps me out, helps the channel, helps get this video out to more horror fans, get this movie out there as well, so that we can talk about it. But I'd like to know your thoughts about it. If you enjoyed it, okay, cool. If you did not enjoy it, that's fine too. But either way, let me know your thoughts down in the comments, and I'll see you as always on the next one.